Oh, because you own a hot dog factory, you a chef now? What kind of hot dog you selling? He's a dog guy. Hey, what's up? What's going on, everybody? You've now tuned in to my Real Housewives of Atlanta recap. Make sure that you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Boom. And also make sure you share this video wherever you like to share videos. And don't forget, tonight we're putting up our Love and Hip Hop reunion on my other channel. I will link that video here so you guys can go ahead and check it out before you catch up on the next one, okay? And also so you know you have the link and all that good stuff, okay? It's my main channel, Samore Love TV. Alright, so let's go ahead and dive right into it. Alright, so Porsha and Eva, they go out, they doing their little gym workouts. They kind of had me a little motivated. I'm like, damn, I need to start doing some workouts. I ain't going to the gym. Tomorrow I got a dentist appointment. Next week, I'm going to start working out again because I know I'm going to be eating good on Thanksgiving because I plan to cook, honey. So yeah, you know, Eva, she just had a baby, so she's trying to get back to her pre-baby weight, you know, because she a model and, you know, she got to have that body snatched. And Porsha just gained a few pounds because her man has been cooking and chefing stuff and bringing meals on wheels to her and all kind of stuff. So, you know, she's been getting that food in and it's kind of showing. I thought that in these particular episodes she might have been pregnant, but I don't even think it was around that time yet. She was just getting prepared. She was just, you know, eating right. So they spoke about Marlo as well while they were having their little workout session. You know, Eva, she seems to be a little shady towards Marlo these days, but she says that it's because she didn't know that Marlo was like so super bougie. And I mean, we did see it in the last episode, but we all knew that she was like that. But she was just, I feel like she was being a little bit extra, but it seems like now her and Porsha kind of have like a decent relationship. I don't know if this is going to mess things up when they go back to the reunion and she sees that she was kind of keen while somebody was being shady about her. Because for me, if you associating with somebody who's being super shady towards me and you over here smiling and laughing with them, you don't rocks with me no more. Now, if you say something like, oh, I don't really want to talk about that, or you know, how she used to do when it was her, Candy, and damn, I forgot. Oh, her, Candy, and I think it was Sheree or something like that. You know, they kind of kept it all separate. That's how you're supposed to do if you playing both sides. You're not supposed to be all, yeah, girl, you right about that. When somebody's talking shady about your newfound friend. I ain't with the fakeness. But she didn't seem fully like she was all enthralled in it, but I do kind of feel like she was kind of feeding into it just a little bit. Greg went for a CAT scan and honey child, they had me tearing up because they started playing him singing some old spiritual song. And I'm like, why you gotta do this to me right now? You know, I actually lost my grandmother last year to breast cancer, Lord rest her soul. And I was so blessed to finally meet her. After like 30 years of life, I was able to meet her when I was back in 2015. So, you know, that for me was huge. I wish I would have seen her more, but I always spoke to her all the time. So it wasn't like that was the first time I met her ever, you know, as far as knowing what she looked like. I saw pictures and things like that. But it's just kind of, it's like a sad thing just to think that cancer can take away your life and, you know, how it's increased over the years as well due to it. There's so many carcinogens and so many things. And that's a whole nother topic, y'all. So they did say that they didn't see any cancer inside of him, which is great. The only problem or the only thing is that they are recommending that he do chemo because according to the doctor, this renowned doctor, well, I don't know if he's renowned, but the hospital is supposed to be like a top-notch hospital. Chemo would eliminate the cancer cells or particles that could possibly be floating around in his system that could possibly go to other places. And this would reduce the risk significantly. He's not really with it. I mean, to be honest, it's definitely a hard decision because it's only two things that can happen. Either it can destroy you or it can completely eliminate it, and then you'll be cancer free for maybe the duration of his life, which would be great. But you don't know which one's going to happen. And it's just kind of like a toss up. And a lot of times before it brings you up, for a lot of people, it brings them down, way down. It brings their defenses down. Just so many things are associated with chemotherapy. And even some of the chemotherapies, they found other things. There's lawsuits with so many different drugs. So it's not something that he really wants to do unless there's no other option. Unless that's the last thing, I feel like that's when he'll be like, okay. So I'm just hoping, and you know, he just has such a good spirit. He makes you laugh. I mean, I never had any ill feelings towards him. He's always seemed like a pretty good person. Yeah, him and Nene had their issues, but look at God. I mean, they found themselves back into each other's lives. And that shows you that they were meant to be together. And she's really being his rock right now because he has his moments. He's human. Even though he tries to put on a brave face, he definitely has his moments. So now we get introduced to a new housewife. Her name is Samore DeVoe, I believe. And she's from the group Black. There was 3 of them. They were introduced onto the scene from Lisa Left Eye, Lord rest her soul. And I remember back in the days, they was pretty big. They had that song, what was the song? Oh, baby, bring it all to me. But I don't need no fancy cars or diamond rings. Woo! I'm about to get it, y'all. Oh, baby, bring it all to me. I think I sung this song when I was, because I used to love to sing, honey child. And I remember I was leading the karaoke for my senior trip in 12th grade, honey child. It couldn't tell me nothing. I thought I was some freaking R&B singer. I sung that song. I sung, getting real tired of your broken promises, looking at your page, you're seeing different numbers and numbers. Y'all remember that one? 3LW. All right, so yeah. So and y'all know, well, some of y'all know, if y'all been here, I don't really know a lot of the old songs. A lot of them I either learned or I don't know who they're associated with because I didn't grow up on that stuff. I'm from a West Indian background, and she did play some like popular music, I guess, but it was more like Elvis because she was an older lady. So she played like Elvis. She played Gladys Knight and the Pips. Those are the people that I heard. But as far as like the other stuff, the more like younger people stuff, I didn't learn about that stuff until later on in life. Or maybe if I heard some of my friends playing it. But then I'm in middle school, I was into like Usher, and I was into like, you know, what's the people name? Backstreet Boys. Yeah, I was like that. Alright, so they pretty much, I don't know what happened to the 3rd member, but they did do a performance later on in the episode, but it was only 2 of them that was actually there on stage. So it seems like Nene, she ain't really too into Samore like that, because they asked her a question, I guess, for the confessional, and she was like, yeah, I saw her. And she just started drinking her little lemonade. So I'm like, okay, sis, I see you with the shady boots. I see you over here. Shade and juice, baby. Make sure y'all watch my segments, okay? Okay. Cynthia, she's having some kind of event that she's going to be throwing where she wants them all to be bringing meals and stuff. But hold up, wait a minute. Porsha's like, nah, I don't really cook right now. They like, why you don't cook? I don't cook because my man's a chef. Yo, Porsha be straight up. She be straight up like setting herself up. So they like, oh, your man's a chef. Yeah, he own a hot dog factory. Bitch, what? What? So making hot dogs means you a chef, honey. You 5-star. Oh, I'll make them hot dogs any way you like them. I put them with cheese. Yo, she be doing the most. I can't wait. Yo, of course, Candy had to be a little shady. She's like, he a dog, all right. You already know. She got a restaurant and she about to open up a new restaurant. I mean, she could call herself a chef if people's owning factories and calling themselves chefs. So Samore's man came over. I forgot his name, honey, but he's from New Edition. He came over. I remember his face too. I remember her face and I remember his face. But I ain't really know who she was, but I saw the face before. Now, homie comes over. She's like, oh, you know, I guess they went on tour with Escape before. So she's like, baby, do you have any advice for Candy? So he goes something talking about you need to work on placement to take them to the next level. And everybody just sitting there like, you know, kind of like, what is he talking about? Like, did he just smoke before he came over here? Because he seemed like he on the next level right now. I was like, what the hell is this man doing? And Candy, you know, she ain't here for it. So she gave that little smile that she does when she feels uncomfortable, but she trying not to go in. But she like, if he say a little bit more, I'm probably going to have to say something. She just like, you know, that face she do. Almost like a Stevie J type of face. Like, Porsha and her mom, they're together. You know, she had a whole bunch of underboob sweat. I'm like, yes, girl, I see it. So Porsha and her mom, they were together sitting down, just kind of catching up on everything. She's telling her mama that the man that got her name tattooed on his leg, he ain't going nowhere. He about to get her face on his back. You know, it's real love when you know that they tattooing you on their body. Meanwhile, on the other side of Georgia, of Atlanta, Carmen, Candy, and one of Porsha's ex-friends, Jamie, who used to work for her, who she almost beat down, was talking about Porsha's relationship and how this dude, he broke up with his girlfriend or somebody he was dating who was Jamie's friend via text and was like, oh, he's with Porsha now. So that was ex number one. And then on top of that, he be having a whole bunch of girls and he tattooed somebody's name on him before and also like a face or something. So Candy's just like, you know, if she come talking about his name is tattooed, we already know. And they said that he falls for people quick and fast and hard. So it seems like this is like his thing. But hopefully, I mean, she seems to be reciprocating it. So hopefully, you know, she's able to really lock him down. I mean, sometimes people do change. So maybe he's like, you know, she's more valuable. Maybe he's like, she's the one. Like some of y'all had said somewhere, I remember seeing some comments that was like, that Candy's kind of like a hypocrite because she was kind of the same way. She fell for Todd pretty fast and hard. And nobody could tell her nothing about him, even when they said that he was an opportunist and this and that. So it's like, how you trying to throw all this shade in somebody else's relationship when yours was kind of like the same way? I guess it's like the ritual. We gotta haze him in real quick. My man was hazed, so your man gonna get hazed too, girl. You know, maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but we will see, honey. But her mom is real happy for her. She like, you got you a good man. You know? So, I mean, I just hope it works out for her because, you know, she just seems like she's one of those people that when you fall hard. And she told Eva earlier, she just wants to, like, show everything about him. But it's kind of early, so she don't really want to do it right now. But Eva was like, she was with her man after, like, I think she said after 4 or 5 months, she knew that she wanted to be with him forever. So, I mean, it's just up to the person, really. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes some of these relationships is be with people that's be with other people for, like, years and years, and it's either a shitty-ass relationship or they don't never go nowhere. You know, they ain't moving in life. So, you just never know. But thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I will see you in the next one. Later.